Alright guys, welcome to Bowhunting Soul episode, I don't know, I'm not sure. Today I wanted to do like a quick video. Am I kidding? It's not going to be a quick video. I like to talk. But I'm going to do a video about my tree stand setup as far as how I carry my mobile setup. Now, mobile setups have become kind of popular lately as far as being able to go in deep, go farther than the other person, or at least be able to sit different trees. So there's a lot of options out there. I happen to use an XOP Vanish with Hawk Helium sticks, and I just wanted to kind of show you, what I do. Now I carry my bow in my hand, and this isn't going to be like a full-on in-depth review as far as like every little product and go into detail about every little product. I'm gonna do videos on those individual items later, but right now I just wanted to do one here. Here's how I walk in, here's how I kind of set it up, and why I have things the way I do. So basically I've got, you see this jumble here, this is my tree stand, and I've actually put some molly, you can buy this off of eBay or Amazon rather, a hip belt, and these are like $5 like Allen backpack straps or rifle straps or whatever from Walmart. Okay, these make carrying in these things huge. The hip belt is a big factor. On the front, I've kind of got everything strapped with a bungee. I've got a couple bungees, got my backpack. Now late season, this is going to actually be a bigger pack. Sorry not to sound sexist or anything, but I pack like a girl. I need to have like a lot of stuff with me, especially when we get later in the season and then we got like heavier layers and things like that. So I've also got my puffy jacket. Let me get that in the view here. Also got my puffy jacket, and underneath I've got my safety harness. So, and underneath that I've got my 4 Hawk Helium sticks. So I'm going to reset up this camera here and I can show you how I unload it at the base of the tree. Alright guys, so I'm at the base of the tree, and basically I try to lay things out as best I can. I'll make a little bit of a space, and I kind of I'll do one of these. I got my backpack, or my pack that's strapped with these bungees. I'll take off the bungees. Now I'm going to do this kind of quick. In the real world, I'd be doing this a lot slower because I'm trying to be a lot more quiet. So I got my pack here, and in my pack I'll have my main lineman's belt, and I'll show you how to make one of these with a Rope Man 1 Ascender. I have a second lineman's belt, which I use as my tree strap, okay, when I'm up in the tree, but I also use it to get around limbs and or get around the base of the platform when I hang my tree stand. I always want to be connected to the tree, so when I'm climbing I've got my lineman's belt on, and then you hang your stand. Well, your lineman's belt's going to be below the platform of the stand, so instead of disconnecting, I'll put this up and I'll tie in with my harness, and then I'll climb up, or then I'll disconnect my lineman's belt and then reconnect it when I get back up again. I was listening to a podcast maybe last year before or whatever, and I can't remember the exact statistics, but even out of the people that actually wear their harnesses, I think it's like 78 or 80% or something like that of tree stand accidents that do happen while getting in and out of the tree, out of the platform. Okay, so it does you no good if you're actually sitting in the tree. Well, yeah, obviously if you slip, fall asleep, fall out, whatever. But the biggest one is when you're trying to heave yourself up onto the platform and there's like a side load. There's your platform's here and there's a side load on the platform when you're trying to get on. So there's ways to minimize that, but anyway, wear your safety harness. And on that, here's my safety harness. This is a Gorilla Gear G-Tac Ghost. Okay, and I'm going to show you how easy these are compared to older style, with all the 50 different straps and stuff. This is one of the reasons why people don't still don't want to wear them. This is easy. Okay, there's nothing to get confused about. You step through, pull it up, and I've got them a little loose, of course. squat down here. Right in there. Oop, that inside out. Done. Okay, then you just connect. There you go. You got a harness. Okay, this will hold you. You got this for your tree strap. People seem to think that safety harnesses are like expensive, that you can't afford them. Guys, even if you don't have a family and kids or wife or whatever, husband, think about what could happen if you fall down. Death, bodily injury, you could be crippled, you can be paraplegic. I mean, it's just not worth it. Wear a damn safety harness. They're well under $100. You can get a really, really easy to put on vest style one like this. You know, it's no big deal. This one has pockets and it's totally, totally safe. So anyway, so when I get to the base of the tree, now I'm not going to climb all the way up. I'm just going to show you kind of how I do it with one stick, and then how I hang the stand, and then I'll show you the method of how I climb with my lineman's belt. So I've got all my sticks right here, and they're kind of stacked against each other, and these are Hawk Helium sticks that I've actually done the rope modification to. Okay, so they don't have any buckles on them, and I will go through a video on how to do those as well. I know there's a bunch out there, so I'm actually going to take these off. I'm going to do these a lot slower when I'm actually hunting again, so you know, minimize the noise. I've got some tape on these. You know, there's other tape out there like stealth strips and things like that. This is just like cloth gaffer tape. So so anyway, here's my stick. Open it up, and me, if I'm in the shot here, the first one I'm going to do, sometimes I'll have an aider on the bottom so I can like step through it. But this one I'm going to do real quick over here so you can kind of see it. I'm going to kind of do it off the side. So we'll go like this. Now this stick actually will go here because it's kind of a leaning tree. Like so. Again, this has the rope mod done to it. So this is that's my first stick. Okay, so I'm going to change the camera view again here, and then we'll go up a little bit. All right, back in business. So after the first stick, what I'm going to do is usually the first two sticks, you know, I'll hang, you know, without the lineman's belt. You're not, you know, going that high. You know, we're going to go up. You know, I mean, you can jump down 3-4 feet. But when you get higher and higher, you know, way up the tree, is when issues start to happen. So what I will do, okay, is I will stand on this one. Throw the stick on. Now obviously I didn't go all the way up because I've got some branches and stuff. I'm just trying to do it for demonstration purposes. This one I will do kind of like, you know, yay high, and then keep, so then I'll come down. So I normally carry about 4 sticks. That gets me about 15 feet up. But a lot of people will have, or 16 feet maybe. A lot of guys will have a longer instep. I got short stubby legs. 15, 16 feet is just fine by me. I don't really like to stretch it too far, especially because in later season, if I'm wearing more layers, you know, pants, that kind of stuff, no matter how much kind of modern whiz-bang clothing, you know, Sitka, First Light, Kuiu, whatever you have, it's still extra layers. So get comfortable with spacing that you do in early season so that you're not changing things up late season. It's like, oh wait, oh I can't get up. So all right, so what I do now, pretend I've got my second one up there, and what I do now is I've got my lineman's belt. Now this thing, I know the term game changer is thrown around a lot. This thing, if you haven't hung a tree stand with it with a lineman's belt, is a game changer. You put it through the loops, and every decent harness has dedicated lineman's belt hoops. Don't be putting this on your belt hoops or anything like that on your pants. Okay, and on here I've got this Rope Man 1 Ascender. I'm sure you've seen videos on it before. I will make a video on how to make one of these lineman's belts. The purpose of a lineman's belt is to be hands-free and be able to do things with both hands so while not falling off the tree. So I'm actually going to move this a little bit here so you can see me from the side maybe a little bit better. Like so. So what I'll do is like this. And these carabiners are, you know, not like your dollar Walmart variety, you know, that, you know, you clip a water bottle to your backpack with. Okay, these are actually climbing rated, fall rated carabiners. So I'm hooked in, right? So what we do when we climb is we go like this, and what this allows you to do is be hands-free. See? You can see, hands-free. So when we're doing this, we can actually go up, put a tree stand on while we're like this, okay? Both hands available. And then when you want to come down, you loosen it up a little bit, and you come down. So you're always connected to the tree. Now, I'm going to go over a quick, actually I'll go over that in a little bit. When we get up to the height that we want to be up to, and let's see, take this off. When we actually get to the height that we want to hang our tree stand, I'll actually climb with this on my back. Okay, so I'll be climbing on my back, climbing it up. I'll do the sticks first, okay, or maybe just I'll go up at once. I'll do the sticks first, and then with the lineman's belt, I'm just kind of sitting there. Can even kind of show you. Pretend I'm up high. Let's say I'm on the sticks and I'm hanging like this, right? Totally safe. This is not going to fail you. So then what we do while we're hanging there, I'll take off my tree stand. I will loosen up the belt or the buckle. Again, it's a little bit more finagling when you're up, you know, 15, 16, 20 feet, whatever, but not that much. So then we'll take this and you just slap it against the tree, like so. Okay. You take your, hang on. Okay. This is why you need a lineman's belt, so you can be hands-free up there. If you've ever tried to hang a tree stand without one, it's kind of a pain. So, we get this hooked in and tight, right? Now, of course, I'm a little bit high on here. What I'm going to do is actually I'm going to take off, for the interest of this video, I'm actually going to take off this bottom step. Okay, so that I can show you what happens with the actual tree stand. Okay, so one more bit of safety, by the way. A lot of people try to, you know, end their step like way down here and then climb up and then kind of heave themselves up. Well, look what happens when you heave yourself up. That's when you fall out of a tree stand. Okay, getting into and out of, again, the most dangerous time. So what you really ought to do is get this up. And I try to have my top step like no more than here if I can hug the tree and climb up, or if I can't, you know, I'll make it even or even lower. Okay, it's more important to me that I get into this thing safely than get another couple feet higher. So Then you basically lift this up, push down, and it locks into the tree. So that's going to be pretty secure. Now, when I actually get into this thing, when I actually get into the stand, I'm actually going to cam lock it with my weight on here. I'll show you guys how to do that in another video, where you put your knee on here. You got to have some confidence to do it. Again, while you're strapped in and within stepping distance of a tree step, just in case something goes wonky. But in order to get this super, super tight, what you really need to do is you need a lot of weight pushing downward so this cam locks into here. Right now, it's not cam locking in very well. Actually, it's not bad, but it's better when you got your weight on top and you just basically lift up the platform like this with your foot, your knees on your other knees on here, and the whole thing just kind of goes down like an inch. You're not going to fall, but it takes a little bit of courage to do it. The first or second time. Be tied in, and again, be next to something that you can step off of. So like if something does go wrong, you're right there with the steps. You're not gonna fall. You can get down the tree if this goes sideways, whatever. So anyway, so that's what we're gonna do there. So why do I have a second lineman's belt? Well, two things. Number one, this will actually go up the tree with me. Second lineman's belt is to get around branches, limbs, that kind of stuff. And then you don't want to be disconnected from the tree. So say I'm sitting there and I'm 15 feet up, whatever, like this, and I need to get up into here. Well, how am I going to get around this? This is the rope is below this. So I have my second lineman's belt, okay? And my second lineman's belt is actually going to double as my tree strap as well for connecting my tether to. So then what I do with this one is before I disconnect, I'm right at the base of this deal right here. Before I disconnect, I bring out my second lineman's belt. Hook onto here. This is a Prusik knot, okay? This knot is a Prusik knot. It will slide back and forth on the tree. And this is actually good climbing rope, okay? And this is a fall rated carabiner. That's the reason why I don't use this Ropeman 1, this Ropeman 1 Ascender unit, because it's not fall rated. It's okay for this, but these are actually rated. I think there was something, I can't remember. Can't even read the. I'll give you the details, but there's so many kilonewtons that they test a falling person, of X many pounds or whatever, falling 10 feet or whatever it is, and that shock load is a lot greater, when you fall, than what this can handle, than what this Ascender unit. This Ascender unit is not fall rated. It's perfectly fine like this. It's I mean, super strong. You're not going to break it, but it's not for fall. So what I'll do again, I'll get up here. I'll make sure I cinch that tight, or tight-ish. I will get my tether hooked up like this, and then I'll continue. Well, then I'll disconnect, because now I'm tethered to the tree still. Okay, I'm tethered to the tree right now in 2 spots. So then I'll I'll loosen this up a little bit. I'll disconnect, reconnect. Okay, make this loose, whatever. I tend to do that. I feel safer. Some people just climb in and then reconnect up there. I tend to kind of just reconnect now and then keep climbing, hoist myself up into the platform, and then move this up higher once I'm sitting in my platform. Going down, I do the exact opposite. A lot of people tend to hurry when they go down. They're like, oh, I'm just going to scurry down the ladder. Well, for me, I'm kind of hanging there, taking off all these sticks and letting them, I let them down with the rope. So I don't like to hurry and do that kind of stuff, because again, it's usually, if you do an evening sit, it's late at night. You might, forget something, slip, whatever. Just take your time going up and take your time going down, and make sure you're safe. This stand also comes with a second strap. Now I found that second strap really doesn't stabilize any of these things really well, it doesn't stabilize it as well as actually properly cam locking the stand. That seems to work the best. Now I'm actually going to show you that real quick here. I know I said I'd show it later, but once I'm in the tree, Pretend I'm up at height. Okay, I've made this tight, I've done this, I've done all that, and I've actually climbed, you know, into the tree stand. But what I'll do, again, I'm at ground level over here, is this. Now this takes a little bit of courage to do the first couple times. So basically you lift up, you can get your foot under it. Okay, see how much I slid down? Like this. Now, well, I went sideways, sorry. Try that again. Okay, I slid down. I'm on a crooked tree here, so I apologize for that not working so well. And now that's cam locked. And that is a whole lot more, I'm really moving this thing around if I wanted to. This is a whole lot more comfortable now, and a lot more secure on the base. So you just got to get comfortable with doing that, you know, knee, you know, lift it up with the foot, go down. And this is going to be a whole lot more secure. This is tight, and you're going to be in good shape. So once I'm in the tree, then I bring up, I'll strap my bow to this thing, and I've got a tree strap like this. Well, I'll strap my bow to this, and I'll actually bring it up with, where'd it go? One of these. Now this is a haul rope, and this, it looks like a tangle, right? This is from Hawk, same company that does the helium sticks, but it's got this little twist tie deal like this, and this is it's supposed to be a non-tangle rope. Well, it tangles, but it doesn't knot. Okay, it's a whole lot better than the ropes that are like super thin and all that stuff. So this actually, even though it tangles a little bit, getting the knots out of it is like super easy. Okay, I've tried the other stuff where you wrap it around your hand, or you do like the figure 8 around your thumb and your pinky. I've tried the you know, rolling it around something. Stop, it doesn't work. Okay, this is a really good option. So I'll usually strap my bow to my pack, and then, you know, I'll weave this in here. Like I said, it's kind of got like a little twist tie deal, and I'll just haul that up with me. And when it's up there, I'm just gonna toss this down real quick. And when my pack is up there, then I'll take my accessory. It just clicks on. It's an accessory strap. Tighten that up. And this has a bunch of hooks, but I only need 2, so I only carry 2 with me. So I'll hang my bow, I'll hang my my pack or my jacket or whatever if I happen to be taking it. So you can't screw anything into public land. Plus, who the hell wants to carry around like screwing anything with the sharp, you know, with the sharp hooks and the metal, and they're heavy and all that stuff. This is super lightweight. It's you know, just do it that way. So when I get ready to come down, again, I'm doing everything in reverse order. I'll have my backpack up here. I'll be standing up here, and I'll just kind of be reverse engineering what I did and putting things back in the opposite order. So, you know, I'll take my my haul line, and of course the haul line is going to be used to lower everything. But that haul line will go in last, and then I might stuff in my jacket, or I might stuff in, definitely going to stuff in that tree strap, anything else that's going down, and then that's it. So I'll lower the thing down. Then I'll do the reverse of what I did with the double lineman's belts. I'll work my way down. As I'm working my way down, I'll take the each climbing stick off, and then lower it, because it's got a rope. I don't have to drop it. Okay, I'll lower it down, move down. Again, lineman's belt, hands free, right? Come down, lower it down, and then basically you'll have a jumble of stuff at the base of the tree like this. Okay, it's unavoidable, you know. We all try to make it a little bit, you know, cleaner or whatever. but honestly, I'll just start like sometimes shoving stuff in here and then not worrying about it. And then when I'm on the ground, again, this vest is so easy. I mean, it's just, I'm done. Okay, you can't tell me that you can't afford or think this is too complicated to put on something like this. It's a vest with 2 leg loops. It's different than the old school straps and 50 different straps and buckles, and it's a tangle, and you can't figure it out. This is the way to go. You can spend up to $200. You can spend like as little as $50. They're all easy to use and they all work perfectly fine, and they're all totally safe. So there's no excuse to not have a safety harness while you're going up and down a tree or in the tree. Okay, you need to be connected at all times. So I'm gonna refocus the camera here, and I'm just gonna kind of quickly show you how I pack everything ready for getting out of the woods. All right, guys, so we're gonna do a little pack up. Now I've got my tree stand secured, okay, just with the strap. I'll lay that down. I've got my sticks. They don't pull half the forest out with them. I've got my sticks all stacked, okay, all nice. I'm not going to show you how I did all that. It's just, pretty, we'll do it on another time. But they just basically just set down in here, okay. Now I've got, I'm going to get my bungees ready. I got one. I think I got the other one around here somewhere. There we go. Yeah, never lose your bungees. So I like them bright colors. So I got them kind of staged up, splayed out, kind of ready to go. Okay. Next, since I'm not going to be wearing my harness out, I kind of just lay my harness in here. My backpack will go on here. My jacket, I'm going to shove in the side, and I'm going to take this, strap it, or bungee it, take this, bungee it. Some of the stuff you got to work on a little bit to get the tightness right, depending on what you're going to carry with you. Here's a tripod I've been kind of filming on. Okay, so now I've got everything on, ready to go. So basically I will take this, swing it around. Now, I don't know what the weight is on all this stuff. I'm guessing with everything I'm carrying in, it's probably, oh man, the sticks are gonna be about 12 pounds. The stand is like 11.5 or 12 by itself. So plus everything else, I'm guessing like 30, 35 pounds, something like that. So here I go. So that's on. Hope you guys can see that a little better. And it's nice, compact. It's not wider than my shoulders. I can get through a lot of stuff. And this waist belt really helps out a lot because it carries the weight on your hips. And I'll just basically carry my bow. And when I get ready to go, I'll do this with a little kind of selfie stick, kind of look around, say thanks for joining. I'm going to be doing more in-depth videos on all the gear individually. The stand I'm going to focus on, the sticks I'm going to focus on, the lineman's belt I'll show you how to make, all that kind of stuff. So basically, thank you for joining. I kind of wanted to do this real quick before it started to rain. I might get to hunt tonight, I'm not sure. But if you like this video, share it. Feeling my way through this, so I appreciate you guys, with some of the raw footage here. But these are kind of fun to make, and I really think that the more people that do this, and the more different ways you see of doing certain things, the better. You may not do it exactly the way I do it, but it might give you some ideas, and it might make life a little bit better, like it did for me watching all kinds of other people do this kind of stuff. So like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.